Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the new You Asked For It. We're giving it to you. Kissing Bandit t-shirt. Only at teepublic.com/user/YoBroNation1. Come get the shirt before he comes for you. And you know what he'll do. Get the t-shirt. Only at the TeePublic store. Hello, Yo Bro Nation. I think I figured it out this time. I'm Zach along with JD. There in your other screen, you got Jake, and please introduce yourself, sir.
More.
Welcome to the channel. He's going to be a special guest here tonight. Jake is at an undisclosed location tonight. We're going over NXT TakeOver War Games preview predictions, and we are going over Survivor Series preview and predictions. Shouldn't take too long. I mean, there's not been a ton of build for this show, except for the wacky craziness that happened this week. Give me 1 second. JD, entertain them for a second.
Tap dance. Come on, do something. Magic trick. Sing a song.
It's okay. He didn't have to take care of it long because I'm already back. So, real quick, off subject.
He's looking around like, what?
I have gotten feedback. People want us to review TNA, Impact, whatever you want to call it. Whatever. You know, everyone's into Johnny Impact and said, go ahead and do it. Except for one guy. He's like, don't do it. It's not worth watching. I don't know. I'm watching it tonight and double checking. So this video will be up tomorrow. So which show are you looking forward to more? War Games or Survivor Series?
Probably War Games.
Omar? Or do you watch the product?
No, I have not. Not recently. He's an old school fan.
Okay. Yeah. Welcome to hell.
Hey, just a quick question, and you know, you can edit this out if you need to. Are we supposed to be live?
Nope, we're not live. I'm pre-recording this and uploading it tomorrow.
Okay, just checking, because I was looking to see if it was live, and I'm like, I'm not seeing anything live. So, okay, we're good to go?
Yeah, I'm just pre-recording. Quick question. Are you going to be available Saturday night for the War Games review?
Of course.
All right, then everyone knows.
Somebody's got to take notes other than you. You know, since JD can't use a pen and take notes, I got to take notes, I guess.
JD, which show are you looking forward to more?
Don't need a pen when it's right here.
Okay.
Yeah, that's funny. So which show are you looking forward to most? He's probably going to say Survivor Series because he doesn't know nothing that's going on NXT. So
just say War Games for the simple fact of the Undisputed Era.
Yeah. Adam Cole, baby. Come on. So the great thing about War Games, they're NXT in general, is the talent and the structure. Now, you being an old school head, you'll appreciate this more because Triple H, who he doesn't like, takes a very old school mentality approach to the shows. So there's only 4 matches for War Games. Do they really need more? Not really. And every match on this card is a main event type level match. So it was really hard to...
He's cutting him out of the screen.
He's busy.
But,
yeah, it's only the 4 matches. So we'll kick off with the Women's Championship match and what's going on with that. It's Shayna Baszler versus Kairi Sane in 2 out of 3 falls matches. Now, the build for the match hasn't really been there, but they've been building this match for, a year since the Mae Young Classic last year. Every time these women have stepped in the ring, they've told a different story. They've managed to evolve the match and make it better. This one, I definitely think, is going to be the best match. Now, before I give my prediction, I'm going to allow everyone else to give their predictions. JD, you saw Shayna Baszler at Evolution. You saw their match last time, so you are familiar with these 2 women in the ring. Kairi Sane, Shayna Baszler, NXT title, Evolution. You seriously forgot that already? Jake, I'll start with you.
I watched 3 matches. I'm trying to picture which one you're talking about.
Jake, we'll start with you first.
What was your question?
Who you got? What do you think of the match? Who you got? Shayna Baszler or Kairi Sane?
It's honestly going to depend, in my opinion, and that is going to be: are they planning on calling Shayna up at Survivor Series to do something, or maybe cost Ronda something like her match at Survivor Series or something along those lines? If they're calling her up, then Kairi. If they're not calling her up, then I'm going to say Shayna. So it's like I'm basically on the fence as depending on whether or not they're going to call her to the main roster.
I can agree with that. JD, what is your pick for this match?
Shayna.
That's Shayna Baszler. That's Kairi Sane.
Kairi Sane. That's, yeah.
All right. So I wanted to make sure that he said y'all are going to see that so you know what match we're talking about. I forgot I'm doing that. But so he said, I'm with you. It really does depend on Shayna Baszler. I don't see them just giving, maybe a token title run like they did Nakamura and Joe before they started bringing them up. Here's you guys some token title runs. You guys are both the 2-time champions. Maybe they're doing that with Shayna and them. But honestly, I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, guys, you'll see him dipping in and out. He's also working. But, hey, at least he's in the video.
He walked up.
It's fine. I can talk for a while. And when he gets back, we can talk. But does it? It does. It depends on Shayna Baszler. I think they're going to call Shayna Baszler up. I do. I think they're going to call her up after Survivor Series. That is the biggest thing, yes. She'll be called up. Kairi will be the second 2-time women's champion in NXT, which is a rare thing in general.
Why the bug eyes tonight?
So, because he's
trying to be Braun Strowman.
He could be his illegitimate cousin.
You want to get these hands, JD?
He wants those hands all over his body.
No.
He wants these hands on his chest again.
He does.
So we're going to move on. Up next, Johnny Gargano, Aleister Black. A rivalry that's building, and honestly, I never thought I could see Johnny Gargano as a heel and enjoy it. But it's still early, but I really enjoy it. Of course, we know this started because Aleister Black, who had a legitimate injury, they made it into a storyline, and it's been one of the best things at NXT, and I almost feel like it's starting to steal Tommaso Ciampa's, his thunder and take away some of his shine as a heel, but still, it's another match that could easily main event this show. But it shouldn't. I'll say that it shouldn't. Oh, I didn't even pick a winner for the last match. Oh, I'm picking Shayna Baszler to go over Kairi Sane. I'm losing track. I'm picking Johnny Gargano to beat Aleister Black, and then they continue this into TakeOver in January. Go ahead, Jake.
Nah, I'm going to go with Black just because of the simple fact that he is healed up now. So he's back to 100%, and they were pushing him hardcore before the injury. So I see him going over on Gargano. Gargano is I hate to say it, but Johnny Wrestling is more of a enhancement talent, in my opinion. He's a hell of a worker, but when it comes to the cream of the crop, he's better at putting them over than he is at being the man per se. So I'm going with Aleister Black on this one.
I only say that because I think this is something they'll want to stretch out a little bit farther to hold off from whoever's going to beat Ciampa. Because I don't see Dream beating Ciampa, but we'll get to that. I just think they're going to stretch this out and give Gargano the victory just so you have another reason for him to get, under the skin of Aleister Black to lead them to another match. I could be wrong, and I would be okay if I'm wrong. But
if they do give, Gargano the win, I see it by being not necessarily the win. Okay, I either see Aleister Black beating him clean, or it being a disqualification and Aleister Black still winning the match, because they would carry on the feud, but it would be because it went, or if they did a double count out, that would even be better. Something along the lines where they both get disqualified to carry it on. That way, they're still at the same place they are now, but they're building on that feud.
That's fair. All right, JD, you get in on this. You know both of these guys. Who do you got?
Black.
Reasons?
And no, I don't know anything about Black, but I'm picking Black.
Because he looks cool.
Is it because he looks awesome and has tattoos?
No.
Is it because he kicks people in the face?
Yes.
He's watched Aleister Black wrestle before. He's seen a couple of the takeovers this year, so.
I've seen him wrestle.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
You don't remember watching him at TakeOver Chicago against Lars Sullivan?
Which was a vicious match, by the way.
Yeah, but he did mess up that fade to black at the end.
Yeah, but Lars Sullivan is like a big freaking monster of a man.
That is definitely.
I want to see him on one side of the ring and Braun Strowman on the other side of the ring, and just let them go at it.
I could agree with you. That would be awesome.
And
I see it by next year.
Lars and Brock Lesnar, let them go at it.
And the thing is with that match, if they did that, and I'm shocked. I'll be honest. I'm surprised Lars Sullivan and EC3 aren't on this card. I thought they would be on this card, but they're not. But Brock Lesnar actually respects Lars Sullivan and likes Lars Sullivan, so he'd put in a match. So. And
I honestly think like their styles, they're like hard hitting, like Brahma Bull, to quote The Rock, Brahma Bull like styles of just locking up and going to hell. Like I think they would complement each other.
And I don't see him giving Lars Sullivan like 10 Germans or nothing like that. Or if he does get Lars just getting up and just not even taking it. But
Goldberg's basically, yeah.
Yeah, basically. So let's talk about what should be the main event, but probably won't be the main event. We're talking about the NXT Championship, the Velveteen Dream versus Tommaso Ciampa, who is, in my opinion, the hottest thing in NXT. Maybe the entire company next to Becky Lynch.
That strange guy's got a #1 contendership.
Velveteen Dream's a damn good wrestler, bro.
Strange.
What, JD, I have homework for you. We're going to start your wrestling training again. I have homework for you. You are to go back and watch Velveteen Dream versus Ricochet.
No.
Yes. Go back and watch that match. It is freaking awesome.
No.
Why? Why won't you do that?
Strange.
Because he's strange, he won't go back and watch the match. So he's basically poo-pooing him because of a character.
So was the Ultimate Warrior. All my warriors are gonna da-da-da-da-da.
Or Goldust, who basically played a homosexual.
Excuse me, androgynous character.
Oh, and I'm sorry. He was bi. All right, let's be honest. He was a bi character. But he watches Goldust.
Goldust.
Like, that's sad, JD. You're not even looking at the guy's wrestling ability. You're looking at his character and just poo-pooing him. That's sad. I'm going to tell you now. Velveteen Dream's not winning this match. He's probably getting called up. So I'm picking Tommaso Ciampa to win. I can tell you that now.
The true heel of NXT.
Yes.
He is a heel's heel.
Like when he was coming out with no music.
In the words of Jim Cornette, he's a heel, motherfucker.
All right, JD, who do you have?
He just skipped.
Who do you got?
I'm gonna pick the champ.
Why don't you keep yourself in frame?
When you bring the car,
I'm moving.
Keep yourself in frame.
I'm moving.
I switch out, basically switch out.
Golly. So who you picking?
I said I'm picking the champ.
Tell me.
Oh, so you pick. Why? Why are you picking the champ? Do you have reasons for your picks, or you just have picks? I'm trying to get him to give me a reason for the picks that he's making, but he's got nothing.
What was your pick?
The champ.
And then you're picking him because he's not weird, right?
Yeah.
That's a dumb reason, but okay.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with the wrestling ability or the fact that, he's a better wrestler and a better all-around, character than Velveteen Dream.
Not to mention he's a guy that John Cena has endorsed. John Cena has endorsed Velveteen
Killing
Dream.
me, JD. You're killing me.
Killing me, Smalls. Killing me. All right, your turn, sir. Who do you got for the NXT Championship?
I would have to say that I would go with Tommaso. Just, again, for the simple fact that, he is a red-hot heel right now. He is the epitome of what it means to be a bad guy in professional wrestling.
And he's great at it.
He which means, in Triple H's words, he's what's good for business.
It's not the fact that he reminds you of someone and has a beard like you.
No, probably not.
Right. Doesn't remind you of Jake Capone.
No, I'm not bald. See? I have hair.
Didn't say anything about your hair.
Plus, I don't have the abs that he has. And he's got a hairier chest than I do. So, no, he doesn't really remind me at all of me.
And
now, if you want to go with somebody that reminds me of me, you got to go to the War Games match.
I was talking about a heel.
It's built like bro. I could be the third member of the
War Raiders?
Yeah, my brain was going to Viking War Party, not the Viking War Party.
Hey, great transition though, because it's time to talk about War Games, bro. 2 rings, 1 cage, Ricochet, the freaking Bruiserweight Pete Dunne, the War Raiders, and the Undisputed Era inside the War Games match. This is the match that everyone is wanting to see. And, I don't know who to pick in this match. I've thought long and hard because this match, man, last year's, if it's anything like what they were able to do last year, it could run match of the year. Easily could run match of the year. Look who you got. You don't know half of these guys, but that's okay.
Well, that one guy looks like Dolph Ziggler, and
who looks
Drew
like
McIntyre had a kid.
Pete Dunne? I don't know who he's talking about. He
Okay, so here's my. I'm going to go ahead and give you mine.
Go ahead.
And it's purely because my boy Kyle is going to be in there on their side, so I got to go with Undisputed Era.
Let's not forget to mention the fact that they have experience in War Games.
Plus, you cannot look down on Adam Cole, baby.
I'm trying to get the Undisputed Era thing. I think this is it. Yeah, I think that's how they do it. I don't know. I'm not good at it. There you go. No, you look. There you go. That's it. Something like that.
Hey!
He's still alive.
He's back from outer space.
I'm gonna go with Undisputed Era too, and I'll tell you why. If you watched NXT, there's issues between Pete Dunne and Ricochet. So I think there's gonna be that friction in the match, and that's what's gonna ultimately cost them. and Undisputed Era is just they're gonna capitalize on that.
So
Plus, I'm expecting a push for Adam Cole.
With that, I have two questions. First question being, which of the ones, Ricochet or Pete Dunne, do you think they'll turn heel and have him turn on the team?
Pete Dunne.
I'm going with that too.
Because he's already been.
And a much more important question is, if they bring Adam Cole up to the main roster, how long do you think it'll be before Michael Cole tries to say that they're related?
First night.
I'd give it a month.
First night.
I'm just saying he's gonna try to get some butter off that bread. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, they'll try. The jerks. All right, JD, who do you got? Who's your picks?
I don't know any of them.
JD, come here. Lean closer. Your answer is Undisputed Era.
Your Darth side tricks don't work on me.
Well, you don't have one, so I mean.
Zach, right now. I want you, like when you edit this, superimpose my face over his head.
Undisputed Era.
Right now. Undisputed Era.
That's JD's pick. He just doesn't know it yet. I've tried to get him just to sit down and just watch it, but half the time when it's on, he won't even pay attention.
Whoa. Half the time when it's on, I'm in Carbondale.
You were here last night when it was on. You were here last week when it was on.
Wait. What were you doing in Carbondale, JD?
I had a needle in my vein.
He's doing drugs.
Giving plasma.
He's doing drugs.
Helping.
I saw some things on the news about Carbondale being hit by the kissing bandit. I know what's going on.
Oh.
It's his cover-up.
No.
Don't lie.
I'm going to get you for that shirt.
Don't lie.
Oh, that is hilarious.
I'm going to get Lamar to wear a kissing bandit shirt.
And by the way, I'm not the only one that dislikes the shirt.
Do we care? No, not really.
Wait till you see version 2.
Oh, I didn't know there was going to be. Oh, I can't wait to see this one.
What picture are you going to try stealing now? I'm going to put myself as private.
Oh, no. Let's just put it this way, JD. I'm going to give you a vision, okay? I want you to picture a kissing bandit version of Rick Rude tights.
That's awesome. I can't wait to see this. Oh my goodness.
No. Oh
yeah.
No.
We're gonna move on. We're gonna cut this out.
You did not make yourself a pair of tights.
That'd be awesome.
No.
That'd be great.
No.
So we're going to move on to the main show of the weekend. Well, it's, the casual fans' main show. It's not going to even come close to topping NXT probably. But we're going to move to the Survivor Series itself. Now, they have one match scheduled for a 2-hour pre-show. Why is the pre-show 2 hours? First of all, do we need 2 hours? Do I need to sit for 6 hours plus to watch this show? Oh, come on, man.
They want to torture you for that $9.99 that you're paying them.
Oh, my God, they do, don't they?
At least you don't have to listen to
by the way, not a sponsor, but you can get the WWE Network for just $9.99 with your first month free.
For now, until they make the tier deal, which I'm kind of okay with the tier deal because they might be adding ROH and Evolve and stuff to the programming list.
Yeah.
Hey, I would love to see me some ROH and not see that 1 hour local television episode every week. Give me the bigger stuff. I want to see the pay-per-views.
I would just be happy if they get like some of the other territories that he has in the collection put on the network.
I think they're working on getting. I mean, they've listed a bunch of shows that promotions that they're going to be putting in there possibly.
Well, I mean, I know that they were they were in talks with Jerry Lawler about buying the Memphis library, which I would love to see the entire Memphis library get up on there, but I don't know if they've actually come to an agreement on the price yet. So
there's also a rumor they might air Starrcade this year, since they didn't do it last year and it went over really well.
That would be cool.
You know, not that it's going to really count, but they haven't announced nothing yet, and it's next week. So
maybe they'll put Starcast on there.
By the way, Monday's got 62 views for your little mishap you were talking about earlier.
Yeah, because they're trying to figure out what the hell's going on.
Exactly.
This is what it was like Monday. For those of you watching this that didn't get to see Monday, this is what it was like. Because Zach forgot to unmute us when he started the show. So we talked for 20 minutes.
No.
Without any sound.
It wasn't mute. The volume was down.
What the hell do you think mute means, JD?
Put it on mute.
I messed up. It was my bad. But then we had issues at the end, too, with the streaming issues. So.
But anyway, it was due to
Monday was just a big mess. But
Jake's like, I'm going to kill you.
We recovered just fine on Tuesday, though. Tuesday went perfectly fine. So.
The look on Jake's face is like all that preparation and work. I'm going to kill you.
We're going to talk about a match. It's the 10-on-10 Survivor Series elimination match. This is also exclusive to the kickoff show. You got the Colognes, New Day, Usos,
stupid.
the Good Brothers, Sanity versus a bunch of jobber teams. I'm not even going to say their damn names because they're all really a bunch of jobber teams. Raw's got a bunch of jobber teams.
Come on. You got to give them a little bit of exposure.
Okay, B team. There you go. Just because I like B team.
B team.
That's it. Those are the only guys I'll give any. Okay, and Bobby Roode's on this match. But realistically,
I actually, and I'm going to throw this out there. My prediction for that match is Bobby Roode and Gable win it.
Oh, yeah. I'll say they win it. I won't disagree with you there. Yeah, I'll pick Team Raw to win that. Okay, but if you look at not just this one, but realistically all the Survivor Series matches, on paper, SmackDown's got the better teams out of all three teams. That's
because SmackDown has the better roster.
You got Alexa Bliss and her friends, basically, for the women's match. And you just got a bunch of older dudes for Team Raw. I don't know. Team Raw for the men's team is kind of good versus
older
SmackDown.
Dudes.
I'm thinking SmackDown. But as far as this match, it was like, oh, we're going to have team captains for a team where you really don't have anyone to choose from. You just got who's left over we literally have like 6 teams for the roster to run with. So
where they screwed up is for like the tag team one, that is the perfect chance for them to have some NXT tag teams come up for the Survivor Series. They could have had, the Undisputed Era on there. They could have had, Rowe and Hanson on there. They could have had, they're missing an opportunity with the tag team Survivor Series match by only having the main roster tag teams on there.
That's true.
It's to me, it's like an epic fail on the writers' parts because that's giving you it's a missed opportunity to showcase some of your tag teams that you were bringing up that will be main roster tag teams within the next 6 months to a year. Like I see Rowe. I honestly see Rowe and Hanson coming up, if not before the Rumble, Monday after WrestleMania. I see them being one of the teams that's brought up because they are vicious. They're different looking from everybody else, and they can pull off what they failed with the Ascension.
I don't know because I see them pushing them to the tag team titles first, though. Unless they're going to pull double duty. Because they've kind of already set that up for them to challenge for the titles at the next TakeOver.
Yeah, but I mean, even if they do that, they'll still have. If they do that, they set them up for the titles at the next TakeOver. We still have 4 months, 4 to 5 months before WrestleMania. So, you have them at the next month's pay-per-view win the tag titles, or even before that, they might win it just for the hell of it somewhere. You have them hold it up until, like I said, that WrestleMania weekend. They lose the tag titles, and again, Monday is always the call-up for everybody after WrestleMania.
I see.
They call them up
real quick. I see a call-up on this show. I don't know who, but I see a call-up on this show.
That's why I'm saying Shayna, because I think that they're going to...
she'll be a part of the SmackDown team.
Well, I see... What I see happening is... I see... Not necessarily her being part of the team, but after the match is over, because I see Ronda Rousey being the one standing in the middle with her hand raised at the end of the match. But after that's over, her music hits. She comes running out there, and she leaves Ronda Rousey laying on the ground.
She could be the proxy of Stephanie McMahon.
And it would be the whole thing of, because Becky Lynch is going to be out or going to be not wrestling for a little bit, they put Shayna into Becky's place, basically, and make her the badass, because she's a legit badass.
Mm-hmm. And they work well together.
That's taking down Ronda Rousey.
Except the only problem with that is you got the whole Nia Jax thing waiting after Survivor Series. Unless they build it up to the Royal Rumble.
Well, see, and that's what I'm thinking is they're gonna steer Becky away because of this happening. They're gonna steer Becky away from Ronda and put her towards Nia Jax.
But we can get more into this, I guess, once we get to the Ronda match, because JD hasn't even made his pick yet. But I do have one thing with this with this tag team Survivor Series thing. They could have kept one of those teams, like Slater and Rhino. We don't need them on this. They could have had one extra spot for like a surprise team. You could have brought Bray Wyatt back onto the roster with Luke Harper or Eric Rowan. Which one is it that's injured? Is it Rowan is injured?
Yeah, it's Rowan.
Could have had him and Harper and reformed the Wyatt family and brought them back.
Yeah, see, to me, that's taking a step back for the Bludgeon Brothers. Honestly,
Rowan.
Yeah, but the injury is going to heal. Like, you don't want to every time something happens, go, oh well, we're going to throw you back in the Wyatt family for a fourth time.
But that's the rumors, though. If I'm running off of what the rumors are of them putting the Wyatts back together, which I think, and they should have already done this, put Bo in with the Wyatts, or at least make it a Wyatt family like Bo and Bray as a team. Something. They are real brothers.
Well, see that. I think it would be interesting if they made like a new Wyatt family, and basically the B team got incorporated into the Wyatt family.
That'd be cool too.
You get Bo picked up in there, and I honestly feel like, all right, brain fart.
Bray Wyatt.
No, Mr. Perfect's son.
Oh,
Axel
Curtis. Yeah.
I honestly feel like he could fall into like that brainwashed like role of the Wyatt family and pull it off pretty well. Right. He's done pretty well with every gimmick he's been thrown into.
That's true. JD, your pick for this 10-on-10 tag team Survivor Series match.
SmackDown.
He's picking SmackDown to win. They do have the better team. I'll give him that. He says he picks a team that has no reason why, just at this team.
I'm picking SmackDown because they have the better teams.
He's picking SmackDown because they're blue, and blue is his favorite color.
Oh, okay. Well, that could make sense, too. So that's the
Blue
kickoff
is
show.
Your color. Mine is black, red, and white.
Those are colors.
Get it right.
You know.
Yeah, that is more than one color, JD.
So the main roster will kick off. The main show will kick off probably. It's the Raw Tag Team Champions versus the SmackDown Tag Team Champions. It's the AOP versus The Bar with the Big Show, which even mentions that in the preview that Big Show's with them, but they don't even mention Drake Maverick, which is funny. I guess he's too short for people to remember. Oh, they have short-term memories. Whatever. I'm picking the AOP. I'm just going to get it out of the way. However, this is a match when they actually did have it set up. I actually look forward to this match. I think The Bar and the AOP can have a good match. Given time. It's a 4-hour show. Jesus.
I'm going to have to go with The Bar.
You think The Bar is going to go over the AOP?
Yep.
Well, by all means, go ahead. I would like to hear your soliloquy, sir.
Well, I'm
the
going
bar. They set the bar.
They don't. They are the bar. No, I'm going with The Bar for the simple fact of not just the Big Show factor in there. You know, that's a big plus on their side compared to Drake Maverick.
That is true.
But also for the simple fact that I feel like having the AOP go over on the bar is detrimental to the bar because they are more established and are in the pecking order, are a higher team in the pecking order. Whereas AOP losing, and it could be by disqualification again. It doesn't have to be a clean loss. But having AOP lose to the bar does not hurt AOP and does not hurt the bar.
I respectfully disagree, and I'll tell you why. Since AOP, who was this dominating team in NXT, has come up, they're on the show, they get a few squash wins, and then they lose to Titus Worldwide like several weeks in a row, then vanish off TV, then come back. They've really kind of just been around in limbo. I think the AOP need this victory more than the bar does. I think they need a victory over an established team to really make people think they're an actual threat. If they lose to the bar, people are not going to take them serious, especially since they just won the titles.
But yes, they do need to have a win over an established team. But having them win over the other champions could hurt the other champions.
But see, that's why I'm saying they need it to be against them, because there's no established teams on Raw. All the really good teams are on SmackDown. So this is like their only opportunity to give them an actual meaningful win. They go back to Raw, and who is there? I mean, that's it.
Which again would be a reason why Raw needs some of the NXT teams brought up to their show.
I agree with that.
Like let's picture AOP versus Rowe and Hanson for a minute.
Oh yeah, that would be pretty darn cool. They don't have to beat the SmackDown team, the established team, when they could have a team that is like legitimate hardcore brought up to legitimize the tag team division on Raw, or you go back to the way that they had it before, where you have one set of tag teams. They should do that.
Combine the tag team championships. You have one set of tag team champions that either wrestles both shows or it's brand exclusive. Where WWE is screwing up for the most part is where they have a title for each show. You have the tag titles for each show. You have the women's title for each show. You have the main title for each show. It's like you're flooding the titles in there and making it to where you have champions that can't have any with the way that the roster is set up currently, you can't have any competition because all the competition is on the other show fighting for those titles.
I agree. Yeah, and you're not the only person who feels like they should just put all the titles together. Like, okay, the women, I think there's enough women on each brand to do that for now. At least on SmackDown, there's plenty of women. But even still, it's always between the same few people. They don't ever really change it up. You know, Raw, it's always Alexa Bliss. It's going to be Ronda Rousey, at least through WrestleMania, that's champion. So she's holding that title hostage. Becky's hurt. They might take the title off her. Who are they going to throw it back on when she gets hurt? It's going to go back to Charlotte. That's pretty much the route that's probably going to go. So with the teams, yeah, I agree with you. They should combine them. So JD, who's your pick? I think I already know who your pick's going to be, but set the bar.
The bar.
We don't just set the bar. We are the bar.
You're doing the wrong thumb. If we did it this way.
Well, mine's this way to yours.
If I do that way,
then mine's this way. We're the bar. All right, so we're going to move on to what could be the show stealer of the night, with the exception of one match. But this could definitely be the show stealer of the night. I'll let you get back to it. Buddy Murphy versus Mustafa Ali for the Cruiserweight Championship. Most people probably don't even know who these guys are. All right, JD, go ahead and finish your thought. I'm sorry for cutting you off.
I'm not only just picking them because they're talent and they're the better team, they're also Dragon Ball Z fans.
So is the New Day, but you don't like them.
The New Day?
The New Day is garbage.
But they're Dragon Ball Z fans.
Boring.
In fact, they came out in Dragon Ball Z gear for WrestleMania.
Boring.
Double standards.
Boring.
Double standards. So the Cruiserweight Championship.
There's only one good guy on that team, so
we're moving on. We're moving on.
Why give me a look?
We're moving on. Murphy. I'm going Ali. I think it's finally his time. I think they're going to have Murphy as a transitional champion. This is hey, bro, thank you for great matches. You know, I think you could go to the actual main roster and probably compete for mid-card championships. Go join your girlfriend on Raw. You know? Or fiance, sorry, his fiance.
Don't want you no more. He'll be with your girlfriend.
Buddy Murphy could be competing for, you know, an Intercontinental Championship if he wanted to. He's that good. JD, Mustafa Ali or Buddy Murphy? Who you got? Just pick one. Flip a coin. He needs to watch more than just the main two shows. He really does. And he's like, oh, but it's awesome.
JD, I'm going to help you, okay? Just say the Cruiserweight.
Yeah, the Cruiserweight person's going to win.
That's all you got to do. Because they're both Cruiserweights, so you won't be wrong. Just say the Cruiserweight's going to win the match.
He's still, like, confused as to what to say.
I picked Plague.
What? You're stupid. You don't get to pick anymore. All right, you're done. Get out of here. Mustafa Ali, I think it's his time. I really do. He had that great match, you know, the kickoff show for WrestleMania. You've seen the matches he was having with freaking Hideo Itami. I mean, the dude's killing it. They had on Cedric. I just think this is a token title run for Buddy Murphy. And then they're going to go ahead and throw this title on Mustafa Ali. Plus, he's like a Indian version of Seth Rollins. Really. If you look at him.
Is that only because their gear it looks exactly the same?
Yeah, he's like Seth Rollins, but probably actually a better wrestler overall. If I were to guess.
Shots fired.
Yeah.
Shots fired.
I'm fired.
No, I said shots fired.
Yep. Yeah, I don't give a damn. I'm not saying Seth's bad. I'm just saying I think Ali is just a little better. So
Seth Rollins is going to show up at your house and whoop you.
Dude, I would let him curb stomp me and wouldn't even argue. I'd just let it happen. I'd make sure it was recorded though, so it could be a part of the channel. I got curb stomped today, and it's just Seth Rollins coming in just stomping my head into the ground.
I would pay to see that.
Yeah?
That would be a Patreon video.
Make it happen. Send your connections to get to their connections. Hey, dude on a YouTube channel said Mustafa Ali was better than you. Go burn it down. Something, I don't know.
He said that you're the poor man Seth Rollins, and you are Seth Rollins.
Right? Oh, dear God. So let's move on to a match that, honestly, I don't even know if I'm excited for it right now. JD, let's see what you think, because you're starting off with this one, okay? We're talking about the Survivor Series men's elimination 5-on-5 match. Samoa Joe, Jeff Hardy, who's a last-minute replacement, The Miz, who's thy captain, Rey Mysterio, Shane McMahon versus Baron Corbin's team. Fuck you, Baron Corbin. Dolph Ziggler, Drew McIntyre, Braun Strowman, Finn Balor, and Bobby Lashley. Show me your favorite pose, Bobby. Show me.
SmackDown overall. Hands down. Yeah. I said it.
Reason? Yeah, what's your reason?
Because they got the better guys.
But Raw has a monster.
I don't care about monsters.
I'm going to go with Raw because they have both Braun Strowman and Bobby Lashley, who is a genetic freak.
Lashley!
That's not the genetic freak. It's Big Papa Pump.
Show me your favorite pose, Bobby. Show me your favorite pose, Bobby.
Big Papa Pump has not been relevant for 15 years.
Look at those hamstrings.
Shut
Smells
up.
like money. Looks like money.
Shut up.
Although I wish that he would, like, Alabama slam
his
the
favorite pose either.
Don't tempt me.
Jake don't want to see that.
I already saw it earlier when he was trying to set the camera up, so it's okay.
Go ahead, Bobby. Show me your favorite pose, Bobby. Show me your favorite pose.
Jake's like, I cannot believe he just did that. You know, you make the boss man. He'll send these goons after you.
So you got Raw. He's got SmackDown. I guess I'm tiebreaker. Well, I'm going with Raw because not only do they have Braun Strowman, but they also have Drew McIntyre. And I'm not going against any team who's got Drew McIntyre.
Drew McIntyre hasn't been relevant for a long time.
He is the chosen one, man.
Yeah, forgotten chosen one. Remember, he got kicked out of the WWE.
And then he grew up, got a beard, and looks awesome, and came back.
And is like the big deal. And he's probably going to be the guy to take Brock down at Mania. So.
And he's like 2 foot taller than everybody else in the show.
He ain't going to take Brock Lesnar down. Brock Lesnar was squashing.
You know, it's funny. He thinks he knows what he's talking about. He tries to get this perception that he knows things, but he really doesn't.
And then I turn out to be correct.
On some things, not everything. No, it's not everything. Don't lie.
I got 10 minutes before I have to go lock things up, so keep the bickering to a different video.
Okie dokie, boss. Yes, daddy.
Yes, we have 10 minutes to end this.
Okay. So that's who I've got. That's who you've got. Okay. So we're going to move on to the women's match. And that is Asuka, Carmella, Naomi, freaking Sonya Deville, and then you got Team Bliss, who's basically all of her friends.
I'm going to go Team SmackDown.
Who do you think is going to be the 5th person?
For SmackDown?
It'll be a surprise entrant.
Shayna Baszler.
That's what I said earlier. Well, I'm also going SmackDown in this match.
SmackDown.
Because they got Asuka. That's the main reason. They got Asuka.
Yeah.
Asuka should be captain, basically. This match is garbage. I mean, honestly, truly, it's garbage. This match could probably be match of the night. United States Champion Shinsuke Nakamura versus Mr. Burn It Down himself, Seth freaking Rollins. I'm going with Nakamura.
Mustafa Ali.
Yeah, he's the poor man Seth Rollins. Dean Ambrose is going to get involved in this match at the end. And he's going to basically cost and give Nakamura the win. So you're going SmackDown too? He's just nodding in approval. Yes, yes.
Yes, because Shinsuke. Yes.
He broke my heart. I break his face.
Seth.
He's picking Seth to win. Dean's going to get involved.
And JD, if he wins by disqualification, that doesn't count.
Not at all. It really doesn't. So, yeah, Seth doesn't care about Nakamura, so why should we, right? That's what he said. I actually care a lot. So, this was supposed to be Becky Lynch versus Ronda Rousey, but we all know Nia broke her face.
And we all know Raw is going to win.
We got Charlotte versus Ronda Rousey, the Raw Women's Champion. He's right. Ronda's going to win this unless Shayna does interfere and Shayna does cost her the match. Otherwise, Ronda's definitely going over in this match, like she would have even if it was Becky. Unfortunately, Becky versus Ronda was the match that I really wanted, and it's not the match that I got.
I don't want to watch a crybaby versus Ronda Rousey. She's going to cry 90% of the match.
So you're picking Ronda.
Yeah, Ronda. All
right, Jake, who you got?
All I have to say is, help me, Ronda. Help me, Ronda.
Nice. I'm going Ronda Rousey. I don't think it will be Shayna to come in, though. I think it would probably be Nia to show up at the end of that match and attack her. But because, she's a heel again until next month when she goes back to a face.
She's a heel.
Here's a match that I think we can spend a little bit of time on. Because, we're getting through this quicker for Jake's time. Plus, no one cares, right? This hasn't been built. Why should we talk about it? It is a match that I wanted to see. I'm not going to lie.
He's getting squashed.
It's Brock Lesnar versus Daniel Bryan. Champion versus champion. He says he's getting squashed, but I don't know.
Daniel Bryan's getting squashed.
Daniel Bryan for the win.
He looked more like Daniel Bryan or Bryan Danielson than he did Daniel Bryan on Tuesday. He had that Bryan Danielson mentality. American Dragon's back, baby! Woo!
I'm calling it now, and JD, you can cry on Zach's shoulder when it happens, but Daniel Bryan for the win.
All right, JD.
Daniel Bryan's getting squashed.
Why? He sounds like he hates Daniel Bryan all of a sudden. You hear how he's talking?
Daniel Bryan's getting squashed no matter what. He's going to have a mountain fall on him.
So then he's picking Brock Lesnar. Ooh, man. I haven't gave this much thought. On one hand, yes, Brock could squash him, but I think Brock's got more respect for Daniel than that. I think it's going to be a match, similar to what we saw last year with AJ. You have a couple factors in this. You could have Strowman interfere. You could end up having AJ interfere. That could happen. One of the two I think will happen, but I'm going with Daniel Bryan.
Daniel Bryan's going to get tossed from one turnbuckle to the other.
Here's the other thing.
The mat and the stairs.
I don't think that WWE will allow Brock Lesnar to carelessly German suplex Bryan Danielson all over Hell and Tarnation.
Mm-hmm. No, they're going to protect him.
This came back last year from a major head and neck injury of not possibly being able to ever wrestle again. They're not going to say, we only want you to bump on your head and neck this entire match. I think it's going to be a legitimate.
He's going to step back in the ring.
Match. Bryan Danielson is going to kick the piss out of him. Literally is going to kick the piss out of him, and Bryan Danielson is going to walk away the champion.
Yes. Nope.
I guess we'll just have to see come Sunday night, won't we, guys?
I'm a big Bryan Danielson fan, but
no, you are a Daniel Bryan fan. There is a difference.
Excuse me, I seen him wrestle before he was in
WWE. All night.
I don't believe you because you don't watch nothing else.
I need backup.
I seen him wrestle in ROH. He wrestled in Marion. And I seen his DVD.
Yes. Oh, yes, Chance.
Yes. Yes.
Or is he going to be doing no's from now on?
He's my witness. I've seen him
going,
before WWE.
Maybe.
JD, I guess, is a Bryan Danielson fan now.
I always was. I watched him wrestle before he was in the WWE.
I'm shocked. If that's true, I'm shocked.
He's got a whole set of his stuff.
We're
Road Trip. What's it called? Road Trip what?
Huh?
The DVD you got, the Road Trip. You know what I'm talking about.
Got some Girls Gone Wild, man?
No.
Are you hiding it from me?
He's got a thing of Daniel Bryan's matches and stuff. And then there's one with the Road Trip and whatnot. And he's got...
Spit it out.
Cabana in it.
Wrestling Road Diaries is the one you're thinking of.
There you go. And then he also wrestled Marion a few times.
Okay. That's cool. So we're going to go ahead and I guess get out of here. Jake, go ahead and plug your stuff, bro. Get it out of the way.
Just Google Jake Capone. I'm like the first 12 things that come up. So
doesn't that feel good to be the first thing Google shows?
Oh yeah, I'm telling you, it's awesome. Twitter is at the Jake Capone. Instagram is
the bearded one.
The same as well, I believe.
I can
Facebook,
tell you your YouTube channel is Jake Capone.
YouTube is Jake Capone.
Go to subscribe.
TeePublic is TeePublic/user/Capone-S-Speakeasy.
It's in the description, people. It's in the description.
It doesn't recognize certain things, so it makes it dashes. And yeah, pretty much. Don't forget that there's when this airs, this airing tomorrow, right?
Yes, this will be on Friday. It's Friday for people watching this.
When this airs, there is, I believe, either 2 or 3 more days left of the pre-Black Friday sale at TeePublic. Everything is 30% off. Definitely head over and check it out. You can pick up such shirts as the Worldwide Choppers, so you can have my handprint on your chest like JD did.
Hey,
that's
I had 6 matches that day. Think you had about 50 chops.
The Hitman Jake Capone, there's several different versions of the Hitman Jake Capone shirts. There's also some graphic design shirts that I have done on there. There is also the new Emerald Empire shirts are now available through my store.
I'm buying that shirt, by the way.
And for those of you who don't know who the Emerald Empire is, that is myself and the Golden Idol Aaron James, which you can find him on Twitter at the Aaron Idol.
If you want, I can start linking him on here. Give him exposure.
Yeah, if you would, definitely give him a push. But yes, we are taking the Gulf Coast, Florida Panhandle, Alabama, you name it down here. We are about to take it by storm as the premier tag team for the area. So you're about to see a resurgence of old school tag team wrestling coming to this area and possibly to an area near you. So
fantastic. So with all that being said, you can find our stuff. You got Facebook, YoBro Gaming Reviews on Facebook. You can tweet us at YoBro Gaming 1 on Twitter. If you want to join the Discord nation of the YoBro Nation, that is at YoBro Nation on Discord. If you want to help us out, we do have a Patreon account. You can go and donate. We will be starting exclusive content this coming week, such as post shows. Go on there. It's YoBro Gaming and Reviews on Patreon. $1 and up, you can get post shows. $5 up, you're going to get exclusive content before everyone else. You can also go buy our merchandise, also with the pre-Black Friday sale. The Black Friday sale also coming. Jake will, I'm sure, have more information on that as the week comes, since he's a partner with them. That's YoBro Nation 1 on TeePublic. Also, you can go to YoBro Gaming, or the YoBro Podcast Network. That's our secondary channel. we're getting content slowly starting to go on there. Me and Jake are working on a couple things that are going to go on there. Some very
and the Yobro Nation podcast is actually now available on Stitcher, iTunes, and like anywhere else that you steal podcasts. So, go on there. Listen, the first one's up. We are slowly working on getting some others uploaded. Hopefully we'll get it.
I'll show Jake how to kind of break that stuff off. So I'll show you how to get it. He's cutting up a little bit.
And everybody needs to go to Jerry Jarrett's Twitter and tell him that you want to see the Emerald Empire in the Crockett Cup next year, because that's our goal, is to be in the Crockett Cup. So
Crockett Cup. All right. So that's going to do it for us, guys. I'm Zach. He's JD. That is Jake and his friend Omar in the background. Shout out to Omar. Thank you, Omar, for being here, bud.
Apparently you're Omar now.
Omar? All right.
Not Lamar. You're Omar now.
Sounds all right. Sounds good.
They're changing your name. You got to get it changed. It's okay.
It's okay. Are you sure he's okay with it?
Hey, it's like a. Never mind. Deuces, we're out.
All right, peace out, everyone. See you guys later. Oh my goodness, it's not playing. All right, that's it. Peace out.